I've been having this big idea for a while, and this could be huge. And when my last subscriber was gay, I felt motivated to make a video about my big idea. Ryan, God bless you, man. I now have 4 subscribers. Now, this video is for you Christians who are passionate about Jesus, worshiping and serving God, happen to be in that socially paradoxical state of being gay. For everybody else, you can watch if you want. Now, the language of the video is addressed more towards gay men, but ladies in the same boat, you might be able to watch and apply it to yourself. My big idea. And I don't know where I get this from, but I just think I understand gay men more than lesbian females. Well, back to what I was saying. For you in this socially paradoxical state, I like this phrase, socially paradoxical. I realize individuals in this are at varying degrees of self-esteem, varying degrees of comfort with themselves, varying degrees of mind battles, struggles, stress, worry, varying degrees of joy. Everybody's deals with things different ways. Some people happen to just stop being gay after trying really hard. For others, no. Some just happen to stop being gay after
when they seek the help of therapists under the organization NARTH. But even NARTH will admit not 100% of their cases are successful.
Some, when they become a Christian, it just happens. They stop being gay. For others, no. Some, when they have a tongue-talking experience, this just happens. For others, no. And some just go through a gay phase when they're 13 or 14. I'm not trying to look at the different causes for these separate situations, or whether or not the different reasons why different people are different, or whether or not this is from birth or not. Perhaps it has to do with something about not receiving intimacy or affirmations of your manliness from a father figure. I don't know. And whatever the cause, here we are. And even if this is the reason, there are people who went through the same situation who did not turn out to be gay, but you are for whatever reason. So, let me back up for a little bit. If anybody watching this video did not receive the affirmations from a father figure, I want you to know that your new father affirms you more than any natural father ever could. When he looks at you, he sees his little dynamic man. And for the ladies, when he looks at you, he sees daddy's little princess. If you could see the longing in his eyes right now, as he's looking at you right now, it would literally tear you apart. You excite him in so many ways.
Just say I am the apple, I am the apple, I am the apple, my daddy's eye. Say I am the apple, I am the apple, I am the apple, my daddy's eye. Say I am the apple, I am the apple, I am the apple, my daddy's eye.
Let me get back to what I was saying. You have a strong desire, a strong longing to have intimacy with another man way more than the superficial norms of our society. To you, shaking hands or watching a sports game together is not enough. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like to call the intimacy that you are seeking touching souls. You want to come together so much that your souls touch. Uh, Before I get to my big idea, I think I should hit on another topic. There is a lie, a deception that the entire world is under, that you can gain intimacy with someone through sexual means. I used to, well, I don't want to go there, but I used to not be able to tell the difference between spirit longings and flesh longings. The flesh is such a controlling influence that it's hard to tell the difference whether something is coming from the spirit or the flesh. But the flesh has a strong drive for sexual gratification. Even straight males, when they go to prison, satisfy this drive in ways they would not prefer. And I know what it's like to have that strong flesh influencing drive. But nowadays, I'm happy to say, that's no longer part of the equation for me. I don't mess around with girls, do that kind of stuff on the internet, masturbate. And the way I got there was through worshiping, a tongue-talking experience, and fasting. Now, I didn't do any of these things to gain control of the flesh. I did them because I was going after God, and there were different ways to do that. It just so happened that the flesh came under control as I was doing these things. And even fasting, I've learned to love the spiritual and health benefits of fasting. I'm on one right now, and look how young I look. A lady a couple days ago said she thought I was 19. There's stories of old men going on long water fasts and their gray beards turn black. That's reverse aging. I don't like the muscles shrinking, but I'm still a force to be reckoned with. And when I'm 30, they're going to be saying I look 18. And when I'm 40, they're going to be saying I look 17. Come on, somebody. I'm off topic.
There's also another way. There's a book called Mystical Union by John Crowder. I've not read it yet, but a friend who has said one thing talked about in the book really helped him, and that was just realizing that you are a new creation and that the old nature is not part of you anymore. If you feel a thought of cussing somebody out or having a one-night stand with a stranger across the room, just realize that is not part of you because your old self is dead.
Now that I talked about that, let me get back to that soul touching. The real, most authentic way to do this is through God. You share with each other your visions for advancing the kingdom. Share with each other your love for God and how awesome He is. Share with each other your love for one another. Hold hands with each other and pray together for long periods of time. Lay hands on one another and pray for each other for long periods of time. Go on little adventures together where you are advancing the kingdom. And that is what I was talking about, this being huge. The two of you could form little partnerships where it's like you are one person. The effectiveness of this could be huge. You wouldn't be hindered by the ways maybe others are in advancing the kingdom. The synergy and coordination of the two of you being able to work like that would be hard to generate in other ways. And one little team could hook up with another little team, could hook up with another little team, and just do really big things. And I think you get the picture. Tell me your thoughts on this. I might be weird, and that I want to see the kingdom advance more than I want to get married. But I couldn't form one of these little teams because I don't feel comfortable getting that close. But the next big move of God could come from an area that would be shocking to a lot of people.